What's up, y'all? This Lil WB at Slab OGs TV. Man, I'm gonna start introducing a different style of videos, you know what I'm saying, for people who may be locked up, people who may be, passed away over the years, but it's OGs that, might not ever be able to get their story, but, here at Slab OGs TV, we're gonna always talk about the people. So today I'm gonna talk about Carl Smitty, you know what I'm saying? A legendary person in the name that in the game that everybody didn't heard of, no matter if you from the north side, the south side, east side, west side. Man, if you from Houston and damn near Texas, during them times, you didn't heard about him. He a real big figure in the slab game back in the day, you know what I'm saying? He was raised in Harlem Clark, but a lot of people kind of get it mixed up because they always think that he was from South Park. But, as we uncovering these videos and uncovering this history, uh, we starting to realize that, the slab game wasn't started in South Park. It was started in Harlem Clark, you know what I'm saying? Birthplace of Carl Smitty. So I basically tried to, what I'm saying, get the history from, just different accounts that people that knew him, that was out during that time, you know what I'm saying, and, got to the people that, kind of just could really just tell me the story so I can just give it to y'all, you know what I'm saying. I like to say it's a guy by the name of Jay Black from Third Ward. He always tell me, before the dope game, it was auto thefting, you know what I'm saying, and Smitty was a part of that auto thefting era that, just coming up, that was the game, you know what I'm saying? You had different shops, I can't think of the actual shop that was on the north side that they would go to, but it basically used to be shops around the city that they used to go, take parts, seats, you know what I'm saying, take it to the shop, and the shop would, cash them out for it, or, they could trade stuff for it. So that was kind of like the first, hustle in the city that a lot of neighborhoods kind of picked up on. And, that was the era that, he came through. I heard a story that a guy by the name of Randy Arnold, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm wrong in the comments, y'all just let me know. But when I heard it was a guy by the name of Randy Arnold that came through, you know what I'm saying, out of Harlem Clark, he was the first one that had those wheels and, pulled up on boys in the neighborhood or whatever. And from what I understand, Smitty was like, oh shit, like I gotta get them. Like, what is them? I need them. And they say, shit, he left one day, came back next day and he had them, you know what I'm saying? And if I'm not mistaken, the first one that he put together was, I don't know if it's a Fleetwood or a DeVille, but it's that body style, that photo, box, Fleetwood look, DeVille look, you know what I'm saying? That was the first one. Not to say that Smitty was one that, was a lot of people like to say he was the first, slab rider or whatever. I wouldn't say that. I would say he was among the first people, you know what I'm saying, to be legendary figures in their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Cause you had riders that was riding before that, and you had big names that rode after that, but he was just the first one that it was like a local celebrity in the neighborhood. That's what, when you think of the slab during that time, you think of that person, you think of Smitty, you know what I'm saying? But that wasn't the first one. That wasn't the one that everybody remembers. Everybody remember the Cutlass, aka Too Fancy. That's what really made him known, in the streets, because it was a Cutlass, T-tops, you know what I'm saying? I think they say it was Midnight Blue. I think it was Midnight Blue or something like some type of blue. Uh, but that was the one that everybody knew. It was Too Fancy, you know what I'm saying? Had the 6x9s in the back, you gotta remember this the era we talking about, you know what I'm saying? So having the Hollywood top on the car, that's like top echelons, you know what I'm saying? That was like the new Cadillac of today's, you know what I'm saying? When we put the car together, the new Cadillac is kind of what you wanted to do. So back then, that was it. Too Fancy. That car was a legendary car. Even to this day, people still remember that car. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know too. Well, he was well known for dating Pepper from Salt and Pepper, back in the day. I don't know if it was the cutlass he came through with her in on MLK, but people always, remember that one moment like he came down MLK with Pepper in the car, you know what I'm saying? And then another car that he put together is the Benz. Uh, Testarossa kit, burnt orange, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people say that's where the orange line from Harlem Clark started. I don't know about that, but it was a burnt orange Benz, you know what I'm saying? Testarossa kit. Hey man, have you seen a picture of that car? That car was, when you talk about putting a slab together, you know what I'm saying? You gotta talk about trucks, trophy trucks, foreigns, you know what I'm saying? And then your slab, you know what I'm saying? All that be done up, you know what I'm saying? So when we talking about during this time, when a lot of money was circulating in the city, hey man, that boy coming through in the Benz, that boy coming through. I think he even had a truck at one point. Boy coming through in the Cutlass, you know what I'm saying? And then I think this might have been a little bit after the Cutlass was the Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? One of the first, among the first to ride Rolls Royce, you know what I'm saying, the city, and especially. So I can't really tell you, you know what I'm saying, what year he actually passed and how he passed. I know it was, obviously, violence, towards it, but, I hear different stories between how he passed. So I'm not going to really just put it out there and just say, well, he passed this way, this how he died, this how he died, you know what I'm saying? Because I done heard different stories, and then even the people that's really close to him don't even just truly know, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I hear that it was an accident, sometimes I hear it's a retaliation, but, nevertheless, his name still reigns supreme, 30, 35 years, 40 years later, you know what I'm saying? So, man, when you putting these cards together, just always keep in mind that, man, you might be remembered for the next 50 years, 100 years, you know what I'm saying? It's different categories I like to put the slab game in. I like to put it in slab OGs. I like, first I put it as slab riders, then slab OGs, then slab kings, and then slab guards. So, in my opinion, Smitty was like a slab guard, you know what I'm saying? So, man, tell me what y'all think, you know what I'm saying? If I got some information wrong, or maybe I might have, left something out, or you want me to talk, do a little research on somebody, man, let me know, man. You know what I'm saying? Little WB Slab OGs TV, we out.